And now that March Madness is here, there is a lot that goes on behind the scenes of just a basketball game.
Including all of the statistical data. There's a product that was created by a former Sun Devil that will be in action for each of the 67 games of the Big Dance. Cavan Malayter has more on the revolutionary piece of technology.
It all started with a frustration towards an old, outdated system.
There was no such thing as internet up in the press box at that point. And so it kind of snowballed from there. We used to run these old big monitors with telephone wire across the court at the basketball arena. And so I said, there has to be a better way to do this.
Nate Polakar used those feelings to create StatBroadcast, a website that distributes real-time stats and information from sports events. It's used by 280 collegiate athletic programs across the country, as well as NCAA championship events and the college football playoff. Polakar created the product as a student at Arizona State, combining the skills he learned in preparation for his bachelor's degree in information systems and from his time as a student intern with Sun Devil Athletics Sports Information Department.
We talk about being number one in innovation, but Nate was ahead of that. So when we talk about innovation, I don't know if Arizona State understands the innovation that Nate Polakar had and how big it is right now, because imagine watching a game with no live stats.
StatBroadcast doesn't just benefit those who work within the athletic departments, but also those who cover these sporting events, particularly the broadcasters, who take full advantage of the website whenever it's available for their calls.
I look at it as just such a positive tool. You know, we all have a tool basket or a toolbox when we sit down to do a game. And one of the great tools is StatBroadcast. But I'll be honest, I look at it always more as a positive when I have it rather than a negative when I don't.
With a nationwide consumer base nearly 20 years after its launch in its current form, Polakar has left his stamp on collegiate athletics for a long time.
It kind of blows my mind. I was looking at the statistics the other day, and we did something like 10 million views last month. And it's like, for me to realize that I developed, my code I was used to, like, when I was younger, I'd put up a web page and we'd be happy if 10,000 people would view it in its lifetime.
Polakar and StatBroadcast hope that the website's March Madness run goes without a hitch, which would be their own one shining moment. In Tempe, Cavan Malayter, Cronkite News.
Polakar wants to evolve and grow his company to new heights. His next steps, taking StatBroadcast to high schools across the country.